That's right, Steve. You know, for Top Truck Challenge, we make quite a few modifications to the facilities we have. And I want to stress that Top Truck competition is happening in facilities. This isn't going out and just climbing over the mountainsides or anything. This is an off-highway vehicle area, and it's part of the California Off-Highway Vehicle Program. And we maintain environmentally sound management practices out here. But what we do have is for the casual off-road recreationalists to come out here, we have miles of trails, we have a lot of obstacles that are just as challenging in their own cars as we have here. But we want to stress that what they're seeing here is in a controlled atmosphere, controlled condition, and that if I can give the old admonition, don't try this at home yourself, that's really what I'd like to say today, and that we encourage responsible off-road recreation. Remember to tread lightly.
Jesse Haynes built his mud truck piece by piece over a period of 3 years, but in the end it paid off. It went well in a straight line, squeezing the third place finish out of a 30 over high compression Chevy 350 and taking second place honors in the braking category. The Mud Bog turned out to be the highlight of the event for his Yoda, where he beat 6 other trucks in a timed runoff. Maneuverability wasn't his strong suit. He finished 8th in the Mini Rubicon and 9th in the Frame Twister, but the Mud truck did manage to win its specialty. Mud, not a bad first effort for a youngster building his first four-wheeler. And Jesse heads back down into the tank trap toward hole number 1, and for the first time today, somebody has a time to shoot for. Toby Lavender is the man to beat at 24 minutes and 3 seconds.
Yes.
Really disappointed. I thought maybe if we won this event we could win the whole thing. Nothing really even broke, just I went into the first hole there and mud and sticks got jammed up in the clutch and pretty much have nothing. Batteries died and couldn't winch any farther. It was a great time. What I was basically expecting is a lot of guys that were going to help everyone else out and be good friends, and that's what's happened. It's been a great week.
Maybe I'm just being a pessimist, but if I was the next guy in line and I just saw the last guy's truck getting hauled that away with no power, I'd be kind of discouraged.
Not so much discouraged, just resigned to my own fate.
And what is that fate going to be?
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We'll get in there and we'll find out. Some people say, oh, just drive it, and other people say, oh, it's going to be bad, so we'll just play it by ear.
Okay, guys, y'all set? No. On your mark, get set, go!
Bob Bryce had the judges scratching their heads all week. He finished dead last in angle of approach and departure, then whipped the field in average ground clearance. His Blazer finished a dismal 9th in acceleration and 8th in braking. He then came back for a strong 3rd and 4th place finish in the Frame Twister and Mud Bog. It's been that kind of week for the Canadian, who opted to switch his 472 cubic inch Cadillac engine over to propane. You have to think that a good finish in the tank trap would make his week-long roller coaster ride worthwhile.
but at this point it doesn't matter. Cheap body parts.
Well, Bob, it's only money, which pales in comparison to the title of Top Truck Challenge.
Now we're out. You guys have under 10 minutes?
That's one way to get around the ledges and the ruts. If you can't drive through them, just drive around them, even if you have to go up to the side of the canyon. Bob now takes a turn at hole number 4.
23 minutes.
Here's the rut that causes everybody so much difficulty out of hole number 5, and Bob's found another way outside of that. He's already scratched up that side of the truck, so what's a few more dings? As they head into hole number 6, Bob has a chance to be only the second guy to finish the entire course. Now he's running just a few seconds behind the record that was set just a few moments ago when we saw Toby Lavender make it all the way through in 24 minutes and 3 seconds. A lot of body damage on the left side. You haven't seen this yet, but you know that was part of the plan, wasn't it?
Oh, we knew we were going to take damage. I talked to some other guys who'd ran Blazers in here, and that's why I lined up 2 spare tubs for when I get back.
Tell me about the strategy again. Recap it and tell me if it worked.
I think it worked really good. It actually worked better in the mud than we were expecting. We pulled out the winch cable when we didn't need to, but that's okay. We made it through in the end. We had to yell a bit more. I couldn't hear my spotter as good as I wanted to, and I couldn't see him because of the great big hood that's the size of Montana here. But we did work good as a team. I'm happy.
Disaster struck Corey Dean in the frame twister. He came off the rocks of the bank, tried to tow himself out of trouble, but that didn't work either. The winch cable snapped and they had to be hauled out for a 10th place finish. Fortunately, that was the only real disaster for Corey all week long. He pulled out 5 top finishes in acceleration, the tow test, the hill climb, and the obstacle course, making his Chevy K30 a consistent performer near the top of Top Truck's Meat and Potatoes events. However, the jury is still out on the Chevy as Corey takes the biggest challenge yet in the tank trap.
Any more cable? Go in! Yes!
Minutes into it. He's got over 15 minutes.
Talk to me!
And that is far and away the best news that Corey has heard all day long. In fact, both Toby and Bob reached this same point at roughly the 23-minute mark. Corey is there in 13.
It's too far, I think. I'm trying. Ooh.
Is that it? You're good. Pull forward a little bit. 1950.
I just want to see this thing. I can't get out my door.
Talk about strategy a little bit as you go through this whole thing. How did it work and what did you expect?
We expected more. We didn't have a strategy.
Really?
No, as soon as it stopped, pull the cable. That's it. Oh, before we came here, it was worse than this, really. We kind of wrecked it. We go a little hard sometimes. But we just got the fender, and the door won't open anymore. So it's just minor stuff.
Doors are overrated.
Oh yeah, we'll fix that. We'll chuck a new door and fender on it. It'll be good to go.
Want to find out what kind of changes Scott made to the Raptor just before you go out. What did you guys do?
We just fixed a couple little problems that we had, and nothing major, but just a couple of limiting strap broke, and no big deal. We're ready to rock.
Any changes in tire pressures?
The same tire pressure we ran in the mud pit, so it worked good for us there. Hopefully it'll work good for us here.
Okay, go get them.
Thanks a lot.
Scott Godfrey knows that when you push the envelope with technology, you may or may not get the result you want. For instance, a dead last finish in the acceleration category. However, his two-frame Raptor was primarily designed for rock crawling, so it came as no surprise when he won the Mini Rubicon. Then as icing on the cake, he finished second in turning radius, ramp travel index, the frame twister, and surprisingly, even the mud fog. The Raptor's consistent performance and the experience of its crew have put them in the running all week long. As they dive into the first hole of the tank trap, they know that they're still a contender for the Top Truck Challenge title. making very good time as they go through the canyon and into hole 3.
All the way, more. Okay, good.
You guys got over 20 minutes.
Try that.
He broke his link arm. There's a bolt that ties the arm to the rear end. It's a 2.5 inch long, 1/2 inch bolt. He popped it, and that's where he has to kicks.
Want the high lift or not?
Yeah.
He's getting it. He's going to be back together in a second here.
Very good time so far, and what makes it even more remarkable is the fact that they had to repair that link arm before they could continue. So these guys are really tearing it up out here. Down into hole number 7. Remember, this is the new one. This is the tough one that everybody's worried about, but Scott zips right on through it. In fact, he could be our second competitor, only the second guy all day to make it without winching. Well, you guys made it. You pushed a little bit on time, at least more than you thought, didn't you?
More than we thought. We would have done a lot better, but broken parts. Hit something hard and bam! Just a 1/2 inch bolt on one of our link arms broke, and we had another bolt and slid it right back in. Had to pull the link bar out a little bit, maybe 6 minutes. Yeah. Use the winch cable to pull the front end back, and it went in. It kept going. It was unbelievable. It was great.